Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for the August edition of Downtown on Bennington. For the second month in a row, we're actually able to be on the street during an event, which is kind of exciting for me. However, tonight actually is our event, but for some reason things are going well, and I have a minute here to talk. And tonight is First Friday downtown, but it's also Bennington Arts Weekend, and the big event this weekend is the Southern Vermont Art and Craft Festival. Y'all know that show used to be, the summer show used to be in Manchester. It's been in Bennington. This is the second year, so we're thrilled to have them here. So we roll out the red carpet to make sure that they're glad they're here also. I have standing with me here one of the exhibitors with the Art and Craft Festival, and I'd like to introduce you to David Sayak. David, how you doing?
Good, very good. And it's a good day for the show. Let the people come down. Tomorrow should be a good day. Come on down and see what I make.
Excellent. And David, now you said this is your, how many years you been in the show?
It's about 2 years here in town.
And you were with the show prior?
My partner is right here, sitting down. He'll talk to you. Bring her up.
Come on up,
Nancy.
You got to introduce us first.
Okay. This
I'm
is
Nancy Riccio, the other half of the studio at East River Road.
Thank you. East River Road is the name of the exhibitor?
East River Road,
The
yes,
studio
that's
at
our,
East River
right.
Road. You're Nancy and David.
Yeah,
Right.
my partner.
And I'm not on, I just want to make sure I'm not blocking you on the
No.
camera here.
No, and
no,
this is
no.
the second year that Craft Producers has done the show, so it's the second year that we're doing the show.
Well, they used to do it up north, but you joined them when they moved down to Bennington?
Yes, we've done other shows with them in various
yeah.
towns, but this is the first time in Bennington, the
Nice.
second time in Bennington, I
Second
should
time.
say. Right.
Great. And I know I've been told by some of the vendors that Saturday is the bigger day in Bennington, not Friday.
Probably because
Yeah.
people are off work, and that's
Yeah.
usually a more busy day.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to it. It's a lovely show, and it's a great town, and the Potters have been wonderful to us. They gave us a party last year, and they're doing one this year, and we really
No, they're not. The Better Bennington Corporation is doing it this year.
Oh, well, they're having it at the Pottery, are they not?
Yeah, they are. And the Potters made this possible, but they asked us to host it downtown.
Okay, well, anyway, it's a lovely party. We loved it last year. This was a great event. It was
Good.
really nice for all of us, and we got to meet each other and talk, which is great.
You know, like during the show, you're all working. You don't get to
Right, we
even
don't
meet
get to
who's
move
there.
around, right. So it's just been a wonder. And the food was great from Kevin's. It was just terrific. They did a wonderful
and we're in
job.
booth 19.
Booth 19. And one more time,
Outside.
the name of the booth?
The studio at East River Road.
The studio at East
It's
River.
rustic driftwood furniture and carved fish and lamps and other products from driftwood and hardwoods.
Yeah, well, we love having you here. We have a lot of shows. Like we even do like a Mayfest Art and Craft Festival, different level. I've been over to the show last year, and it's amazing work. And if it wasn't, Charlie and Tim would not let you into the show. So I imagine
Right.
what you do is phenomenal.
You know, we're different. You got to see it, understand it.
But we like the town, and we're hoping to get up to see some of your other events when we, if we're not doing another show conflicting with it, we will come up.
back.
We'll
Great.
come to Bennington,
And where's home?
Guilford, Connecticut, on the Connecticut shoreline between New Haven and Old Saybrook.
Yeah, not too far. It's like 3 hours,
3.5.
3.5.
3.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's
Because you drive speed limit, or
Speed limits.
no speed limit.
3 hours you can make it.
And we stop at the Vermont Tourism, that welcome center. It's always so nice. So we
Oh,
stop
in Guilford, Vermont.
in Guilford, Vermont. We stop there, and then we come up to.
It is beautiful, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
yeah.
an art
It's the best
center in
one.
itself. It
It's
really
the
is
best of
beautiful.
all of them.
And the only reason that we can do it in Bennington, something this nice, is because the Pottery does make it possible for us to do it. They're here tonight, and they made this whole event possible. So we had a good time putting it on for them. And thanks so much for joining us tonight. We're glad you love it.
Nice talking to you. Thank you.
Made the weekend.
bet.
You have a good
really.
day.
Thank you.
Bet. Thanks so much. And hopefully we're all going to see them tomorrow at the show. And if not this weekend, next weekend. Do you have a website that if somebody who sees something can get a hold of you?
It is
Yes, we have a website.
eastriverroadstudio.com.
eastriverroadstudio.com. Excellent. Lots of photos of your work and a way to get a hold of you.
Very extensive website, yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Same here. Thank you for taking some time. And thanks for sticking with us. We just had some fun talking to one of the exhibitors, or two of the exhibitors, at the Art and Craft Festival this weekend. And if you're not down here tonight, this is what you're missing. And we're going to take you here. This is just the reception we're doing for the visitors, the vendors. And I'm pointing over at Diane and Matthew Perry, who are walking by with their son Jack. who didn't come and join us on camera. But now we're going to head down a couple doors down to the town office. Don't know how far we're going to make it, and I got a lot going on today, so I'm going to end up turning the show over to Michael Harrington, the Town of Bennington's Economic and Community Development Director, who is going to take us a little further down the street, and he's going to end up hosting the rest of the show. And Alicia and Michael are going to introduce you to some of the people who are down here enjoying First Friday and see some of the entertainment on the town office lawn for the Front Porch Music Series. And stop at other places that see all the events that are going on. It's Bennington Arts Weekend. Here you are. Can we bring the whole family in?
Yes. Hey guys,
come on in. These are the guys who, you all know Jack. He's been on camera once or twice or 300 times. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Say I love John.
I love John.
Of course you do. And everybody knows Matthew Perry, so Matthew Perry's here is with us.
Hello, I love John too.
Yeah.
We all love John.
Yeah, all right. That's why I got him on camera. And stay with us. We're going to go down the street, check out the music on the Front Porch Music Series, and then down Main Street to see what's going on.
Great, thanks for joining us. One other person we were able to snag at tonight's event, Sheila Harden. Sheila, can you tell us a little bit about your role with Bennington Potters and what something like the Bennington Arts and Crafts Weekend really means to someone in your position?
So I'm basically the owner and operator of Bennington Potters, and having this event here and also First Friday and having all this street life is an exceedingly important piece for Bennington as the town and therefore for Bennington Potters. And so the fact that the craft producers and the craft show, the Southern Vermont Arts and Crafts Show, has come back to Bennington is huge. This is the second year. We see a big growth in terms of the vitality and excitement of all of us welcoming people, and then their appreciation of our welcome of them, and it has a tremendous amount of business impact for us. So for instance, at Bennington Potters we have just definitely a definite bump up in sales for this weekend. We did last weekend, we are last year's weekend, we are this weekend. And of course, as people come and they see our wonderful town, they want to come back. And so it's a huge investment and an important one that we in the business community and the various volunteers and various agencies like your office, BBC, the museum, etc., pulling together and making this wonderful thing. And I just also have to say that street life is the good life.
Yeah.
So
Great.
You know.
So tell me a little bit, because I think people know the Potters, but they know the Potters for its product. So tell us what makes the product so special? What is it so unique about Bennington Potters?
Okay, well, one thing is that we're a manufacturer that manufactures our own design.
Yep.
Our founder, my husband David Gill, was a ceramic designer and industrial designer, so he wanted to control how his product was made, because actually the design element goes back into the methods of manufacturing.
Okay.
And so designing machines are part of the design. And so it's very unusual for there to be a designer at the head of a company executing his design. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
The second thing is that Bennington Potters is a production pottery instead of an artisanal. Instead of an artisanal pottery, which is that what we do is we do designs and then we use manufacturing techniques. There's a huge amount of hand work too, but to make a replication so that we can make many versions, and they go all around the world and all around the country, and they have the name Bennington on the bottom. So that's also a wonderful thing. And one of the things that's interesting about us is that we welcome people to come in and see how it's made. And so people can actually see what goes into it. And so what happens is that people are able to identify with it and feel it. And it's wonderful because it's not molding in the plastic CAD system. It's using machines and basically shaping them so you can see it. And so that's important. And then the other thing is that to us at Bennington Potters, it's so important that you have an owner-operated company, because that means that their skin is really in the game of their locality. And so it's not at all peculiar that Bennington Potters would be a member of this team to bring people to Bennington.
We've talked a lot about economic development over the past year or two. How does art and culture and arts and culture together fit into the economic scope?
Well, one thing is that people have a hunger for the beautiful in their ordinary everyday lives, and so well-designed pieces that you use every day is a powerful thing. And so the fact that we're using that meets people's needs. And so the fact that we represent Bennington and Bennington represents us, there's a really dynamic interrelationship, do you see? And so I think that the idea of human beings as artful, human beings as designers, human beings as active on their own behalf, as makers, is profoundly important, and a very powerful way in which there's a kind of independence that you have, and it's very American that one is independent, do you see? And so that, I think, is also important. So it's art, it's artfulness, it's design, and then it's salesmanship, which is actually, seduction and lovemaking.
Hey, that's okay. So, what is it about art that's so important to Bennington's culture? Because
we have
is
an incredible history of being a magnet for artists because they really love the small town and the intimate circumstance, and the fact that it's not as expensive as being in a city. So we've been really. There's the Bennington modernism that of the 40s and 50s and 60s, where really some of the most important American art was being made here in Bennington by people affiliated. They lived in Bennington, maybe they were affiliated with Bennington College, but not necessarily. The other thing that's so cool about Bennington is we're only 3 hours from New York City. So there's sort of a way in which we're Vermont's first town. You see, we're like kind of the entranceway. And so that's historically been very, very important and very rich. And so we want that to keep going.
Yeah, I think that's great. What will Bennington Potter's role be throughout this weekend for the
We
Arts
are
and Crafts Festival?
participating as volunteers. We've been spreading publicity. We've been part of the work team of assembling the gifts that we're giving to the vendors. We're going to the show. We're going to spend our money. We've been greeting and meeting people here, so that's what we've been doing.
So before we wrap up, anything else about the Potters that you really think people should know that maybe is a hidden secret that would just be important for them to know as they're watching this?
Well, at Bennington Potters, we're investing in the members of our company and the members of our team, and we understand that our people and how they feel and how they meet and how they greet and what their relationship to their work is the secret ingredient, because it makes for a kind of enthusiasm and even, dare I say, a kind of public happiness. That's a powerful, powerful draw to people in our community nowadays and in our larger community. You say that feeling of, wow, this is authentic, or I'm not being aggressively sold, I'm being invited in, you see. And so, sometimes in my heart of hearts, what I think of is that we're interested in making people, and we're using making pottery as a device for that. You see? So.
Terrific. Thank you very much, Sheila Harden of the Bennington Potters, right here in downtown Bennington. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Terrific. Thank you. So we'll head up the street. There's some music playing, and we'll check out some of the shops in downtown along Main Street and see what else is happening throughout downtown on this lovely weekend for the Vermont Arts and Crafts Festival. We're continuing our trip up Main Street during Bennington Arts Weekend. One of the events we have going on tonight, which is a First Friday event, is Mo Rancourt's been playing here on the stage at the porch at the Bennington Town Hall.
It is a good stage, by the way.
Great. Terrific. The lighting's okay?
Yeah.
Terrific. So tell us a little bit about this group you have behind us. I heard a rumor that these guys have never played or practiced before tonight.
This particular combination, no. That's typical in the jazz world. You get a bunch of good players that come together, and I don't know, there's a sixth sense that kind of takes over. We did some homework, a lot of homework over, online and like that, but like to sit down in the same room and play these songs before together, tonight is the world premiere.
And they're from all over, right? So how far do they come from?
Well, one of the local guys is a guy named Dave Lively, Mr. WBTN. He's playing guitar. And let's see, not too far away in North Bennington is Jeff McRae, the drummer. Let's see, where else? Over in Cambridge, Dave Cute, the double bass player. Where else? And Leia, hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but Leia Carroll is also from Cambridge, the female singer.
And you got your pianist?
Oh, myself. Oh, Nick Hetko. Nick Hetko is also from Cambridge, New York. But he travels back and forth to Florida. He's in school down there. And these are all excellent musicians. They're just a treat. I'm having so much fun tonight working with them. It's just
they sound great.
Yeah.
We've been hanging out a little bit. So, and are you from Bennington originally?
Oh, yeah. Born and raised here.
Now, a few weeks ago, it was rumored that you had passed away, and you made sure to put that rumor to bed.
Oh, that was a crazy, obviously an error, rumor. It was a big misunderstanding. But I'll tell you, it was crazy going through that. My phone was ringing. I was getting emails. Mo, are you okay? Call me. Mo, are you okay? Give me a reply. So it was just heartwarming to see how many people really cared.
So you're still alive and kicking. You're still playing.
Yeah. The other side of that coin is I did hear from quite a few people, but all the other people that I didn't hear from, I don't really know what their reaction was. They probably finally said, "Good." But anyway, I'm back.
Terrific. So what's your next event coming up after tonight?
As a group, we don't have one. Bennington Better Corporation, who is sponsoring us tonight, used us last year for an event on Main Street, and it's a rare occasion that we get a group of fine players like this together all in the same bandstand.
And you do playing all over, so local, regionally?
Well, tomorrow at noon I'm in Schenectady. Tomorrow night I'm in Manchester, Vermont. And yeah, I do some work in Albany. I belong to the Albany Musicians Association. That's the union. And I do some work in Saratoga, the Berkshires, Connecticut once in a while. So.
And how long have you been playing?
Oh my God. I did the math on this recently. 60 years.
Terrific.
Yeah.
And always in groups like this?
No. I've played in just about every, different imaginable size combo, big bands, duos. I do a lot of duos with a piano player, a guitar player, a trio. Tonight happens to be a sextet with everybody counted.
Well, it sounds like we better let you go because they're playing without you.
Yeah, and guess what? They're doing a great job without me, aren't they? They are such a great bunch of players. Yeah. They really are. I'm just delighted to be working with them tonight. Thank you. Good to see you, Michael.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time tonight. Mo Rancourt and his band, and whichever band it is playing tonight, right? So it changes up quite frequently.
It's kind of a no-name band tonight.
Great.
Name? We don't need no stinking names.
We'll keep listening. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thanks, Michael.
All right, have a good night, Mo. We'll continue up the street and check out some of the other great things that are going on this first Friday event here in August in Bennington, Vermont.
I am not in the struggle. I can keep on moving towards a light of misery. Cause in that light of mystery is victory. Rules of following school, so follow me. Don't be late to school and don't be late to class. Be respectful to all the teachers, from English to math or Spanish or history, to the guy in the science lab who looks and acts like a mad scientist gone mad. He drank too much Kool-Aid. But anyway, back to the things you should and shouldn't do inside of the school today. You gotta look nice on fly Thursdays, but dress yourself so you don't look like you did in the 3rd grade. If you've got a question, put your hands up. If you fall asleep, then you gotta stand up. We all do stupid things, but once the plan busts, we either get a warning or at worst, put in handcuffs.
One of the other events that's going on during this First Friday event is an event that's going on here at Merchants Park in downtown. I'm here with Randy Burns, who is actually the pastor of a new church here in town, and you've partnered with a downtown business. You're going to be showing a movie a little bit later on for kids. So tell us a little bit about you, the new church that's opening up, but also the event that's going on tonight.
Okay, fantastic. As you said, I'm Randy Burns, and we're excited to start Summit Church here in Bennington, and we're just excited to be part of the town, and it's a lovely town, and we're just excited to be a part of it. Summit Church is going to start September the 7th, and we start with this foundational belief that God has an awesome plan for every single person's life, and we're just here to help people discover what that is and then live it to the fullest. And so we're excited to build relationships and just build relationships with the town as well, and just help out here in the community, make this great town an even better town.
So share a little bit about what's going on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're meeting here in the park. We wanted to have this location because it's a great location here in the middle of downtown, and we're having live music, as you can hear in the background, games, refreshments, all kinds of things like that. And then the movie, we'll top it off a little bit later on with the movie. We're playing the movie Frozen to partner with the chocolate shop as they're doing a Frozen themed event at their shop as well. So we're just excited to be a part of this great First Friday and look forward to other events as well in the future.
So I can tell as you're talking that you're not from Bennington, Vermont, as most other people can. So tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you to Bennington, Vermont.
Sure, absolutely. The southern accent always tells on me. I'm originally from Alabama, and we felt like God was calling us here to be a part of this community. And so that was part of it. We're partnering with Westmead Baptist Church, that's in Decatur, Alabama, and they're helping us, supporting us, so that we can put on events like this and start the church and things like that. So
the first service is coming up. Where does it meet? What time? And what are some other basic information that people need to know?
Sure, absolutely. We are meeting at Grace Christian School in the gym this coming Sunday, which is August the 3rd. We're having a preview service, and then we'll start our weekly services on September the 7th. And it's Sunday. Doors will open at 10 o'clock. We'll have free donuts, coffee, other refreshments, things like that. Then the worship service will start at 10:30. It's a casual dress, come as you are, and it's just about building relationships, hanging out, and giving you an opportunity to worship the Lord as you please.
So there are a number of different churches in Bennington. So how does this church fit into all that's already going on? And do you see a lot of either redundancy or a lot of opportunity for collaboration with the other churches in the community?
Absolutely. Yeah, it is. Our church is going to be a little bit different. We're looking to reach different people, and like I said, it's just a different environment. But it is also a collaboration, like you said. We've met with some other church leaders, and we want to work together as churches in this area to help the town become a better town.
So what's the biggest thing in terms of difference that people can expect to see through this church?
One of them is going to be music. As you see the live music in the background, it's going to be not what you'd typically expect from church music. And also the way that I communicate is really focused.
Not just the accent, right?
Yeah, not just the accent, but also our communication is focused on, reaching people where they are and helping them take that next step in their life, whatever it is, to just continue walking the path that I believe, like I said, God has an awesome plan for every person's life, and we want to help them take that next step until they're living life to the fullest.
Great. Other events or things that you have coming up that people need to know about?
Absolutely. We have, and I may not be exactly right on the dates just yet, but let's see, today's the 1st. On August the 15th, we're having a free child care for Parents Night Out. parents can come and drop their kids off at Grace Christian School. And of course, we'll register them, and we'll have some fun activities for the kids to do between 6 and 9:30, and then it'll give the opportunity for the parents to just go out, have a good time, do shopping, whatever it is that they want to do, and not have to worry about childcare. So we'll take care of that for them. And then 2 weeks later, on the, let's see, 15th, 23rd or 24th of August, that Saturday, we're going to have a summer fest at Willow Park. Okay. And people can come out, and we'll have all kinds of games, things like we're doing here. There'll be a lot of the same kind of stuff. We'll have hot dogs, food, free food, all those kind of things there in the park. And then the biggest event that we're going to have is our launch weekend. That will be Saturday, September the 6th, again at Willow Park. We're going to have a lot of games, things like that. Other activities are going to be prizes that we're going to give away. There's going to be a hot air balloon there that people have free rides in the hot air balloon, all kinds of things like that. That night, Doug Berkey, who is a world-renowned performer, will be there at Grace Christian School in the gym. There'll be a free concert for people. And then that Sunday, September the 7th, is when we're going to launch our weekly services. So great.
And I'm just guessing, but it sounds in the way you're talking that these are open to the public, especially the child care night. Yes. You don't have to be a member of the church to take advantage of the different things that are going on.
Yeah, well, that's just starting out. We actually don't have any members yet. So, yes, everything's open to the public. It's free. Yeah. Like I said, we just want to build relationships in the community and help people out any way we can. So that's what that's for.
Yep. Randy Burns, thank you so much. Welcome to the community, and good luck with the rest of the night tonight.
Thank you.
Terrific. Thank you very much. We're going to head on down the street, see what else is going on, and we'll get back to you in just a minute. One of the last stops as we're heading up Main Street during tonight's First Friday event is at the Village Chocolate Shop here in downtown Bennington. Tonight, as you heard from the last people we spoke to, they're doing a Frozen night here, so they're again showing the movie Frozen. Here they have the theme Frozen, so you can come and get some face painting done, as well as dip some pretzels and other things in some melted chocolate. And we're going to head inside and talk to some of the owners here from the Village Chocolate Shop to hear about all the different things that they have going on tonight and the rest of the season. So Nick's leading us into a secret frozen cave back here. We're going to check out some of the different artistic adventures that are going on back here. So come on in and check it out. So as you can see, we've got a number of different young people here who are taking their time making their own little Olafs, I believe, here in front of us. So this looks really good here. Did you make this yourself?
My mom and Panda helped.
Oh, your mom helped you. But which part did you do?
The arms and the buttons?
Arms and the buttons.
The arms and the buttons. Great job. And who is this? Did you see the movie Frozen? You haven't seen the movie Frozen yet?
At the library, honey, yes, that's where that movie
Oh, you saw this at the library here in downtown? So who is this? Do you have a name? Olaf? Is it Olaf from the movie?
It's Olaf.
It's Olaf. It looks like Olaf. So, and is this your sister here? You're a little bit quicker than she is. How's it coming along over here? Good. You're almost done. I see that. Looks great. So we're going to do, we'll make our way down here and we'll do a little interview in the end with Mr. Monty.
Just like Elsa did.
So, Mr. Monty, can you tell us a little bit about what we have going on here tonight? We obviously know it's a Frozen theme. This is part of the First Friday events in downtown. So, tell us what's going on tonight.
Well, it is part of the First Friday events, but it's also part of our every week Friday night.
You have stuff going on every week, right?
Every Friday night we have a different
Fantastic
project.
Friday.
Fantastic Friday. So during the summer months, every Friday night we have a different project. This one here, as you can see what it is, and where everybody seems to be having a lot of fun. Our next one is going to be Make Your Own Candy Bar. That's next week.
Terrific. So what made you think of doing the movie Frozen?
Oh, it's the thing now. You know, everybody is into it, and it's the thing. We had a lot of fun. It's a lot of work.
So what are all the different pieces of Frozen that are going on tonight that people can experience?
Tonight they're making. Well, we had Elsa out in the front that sang earlier. She did a great job, and in here they're making Olaf the snowman. We had all the parts ready for them, and they're putting them together and making Olaf, and then. We're calling this the chocolate experience because this is after the movie ends. In the movie, they mention 2 or 3 times, what's that amazing smell? And they both say chocolate. So that's
and what better place than the Village Chocolate Shop, right?
I agree. Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
I think so.
Just a couple times?
I'm not sure, but I think I have seen it.
Terrific. So other things that you have coming up for people. So next week and into August, what do you have going on?
We have a list out there.
Is Make Your Own Candy Bar.
Yeah, next week is Make Your Own Candy Bar. What's after that one?
Make Your Own Sundae. Yes.
Thank you.
Look at this, a little help from the crowd. Make your own candy bar, make your own sundae. We had a reindeer jumping around behind us here just a minute ago.
Our last one this year is going to be a fundraiser for the Coalition for the Homeless.
Terrific.
We haven't really finalized the plans exactly what we're going to be doing, but that would be total proceeds are going to go to the Coalition for the Homeless.
Yeah.
We get the ideas, but we don't do the final planning until time goes by.
Well, it's a great job. Yeah. We appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much.
It's fun.
It's a great event tonight. How many people do you think you had come through here?
Well, I don't know how many people were total out there, but we had enough Olafs to do 100, and I just was dipping some more. So
at least 100, probably more, right? Yeah. Terrific. Thank you so much, Mr. Monty. Keep up the good work and enjoy the rest of the evening. It'll be tough to keep the snow from melting.
Do you want to tell them about your program?
Yeah, what do we have going on? So tell us a little bit about your program.
So what we're doing is we were doing a little fundraiser for like a theater group in Cambridge, and we're raising money. So we had Elsa and Anna perform for our Frozen event, and So
what's the group?
Well, it's privately through me, and what we're doing is we are.
And who's me?
Me, I am Janetta Lorman.
Thank you, Janetta.
And we put together a bunch of girls to make a birthday party for my daughter, and we're putting it like a whole princess production. So for my daughter, and we.
So it's in conjunction with Hubbard.
Conjunction, yes.
Great.
And
so working through Hubbard Hall in Cambridge.
Yes, and I am the tap dancer over there. I teach tap dancing, and I'm involved with the flash mobs and everything else over there. So.
We're happy to have them involved. Involved in a project. Makes it that much more fun.
So who are your Anna and Elsa this evening?
Our Anna and Elsa are let's bring them out.
They're back there. So you tell me about them while he's going to get them.
Our Elsa is playing Shannon. What's Shannon's last name? This is Mom.
Hi, Shannon Morgello is Elsa,
and
Janie Morrison is Anna.
Yes, and here they come.
Guys, come on out. We'll just do a quick introduction. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on this evening. So, for those of us I'm not one of them. I have actually seen the movie, but for those who haven't seen the movie, which one of you is Elsa? All right, so and your real name is?
Shannon Margello.
All right, and so what got you to dress up like Elsa and come out tonight?
Well, this lady, Janetta, she told me that this chocolate shop was doing a Frozen event, and they needed an Elsa, and I was sort of there. And I've been practicing actually for the part of Elsa for about a month now, so I was available to do it.
How do you think you did?
I think I did okay. We had some technical difficulties, but I think overall it was good.
Great. And where are you from?
I'm from New York, White Creek.
Yep.
Yeah.
I grew up in White Creek, so I know the area. And Anna, you are?
Janie Morrison.
Janie, where are you from?
Hoosick Falls, New York.
Great. So how do you think you did tonight? Did you pull off the Anna piece?
Yeah, I think I did pretty good.
Terrific. So what are the things that you guys did tonight? You had some face painting, right? And then some singing as well?
Yeah. I sang Let It Go. Janie, she was actually, the real Anna, she wasn't able to come.
Yeah.
So Janie is our last minute fill-in.
So you're a fill-in. How did she do?
She did amazing.
Terrific.
She was banned.
Great
Because
job.
I was coming here anyway with Shannon.
Yeah.
So, and they needed an extra Anna, so.
Terrific. Nice job. Well, thank you so much. Best of luck. Congratulations, and good luck with the rest of your event.
Thank you.
All right, great. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up here at the Village Chocolate Shop, and we'll get back to you in just a moment. Again, thank you for watching Spotlight on Downtown, and again, part of the First Friday events here in downtown Bennington. Thanks again for joining us on this wonderful for here, the Funtastic Friday, but also our First Friday event in downtown Bennington. And it's also the Bennington Arts Weekend, so make sure you check out that event throughout the weekend. But also, again, thanks for joining us on this August edition of Spotlight on Downtown. I'm Michael Harrington, the Economic and Community Development Director for the town of Bennington. We appreciate your support. Again, there are many other things going on in downtown Bennington and across Bennington County that you don't see on this show just because we're simply not able to get out to all the different places and all the different events. So please make sure you check with your local chamber or downtown organization like the BBC to make sure you know all the different events and activities that are going on downtown. Again, this is all a part of economic development, and it builds community within our neighborhoods, and so we encourage you to take part, whether it's through participation and volunteering or simply just attending the events. We'd love to have you with us. For those who are visiting, thanks for visiting Bennington, Vermont, and we look forward to having you back sometime soon. And check us out for our September edition coming up in the next month. So thanks again. This is Spotlight on Downtown, and I'm Michael Harrington.